Hello there. The topic of today's video lecture is how you can plot multiple XRDs data on a same graph. So moving on towards, first of all, what do I have here is I have two different XRD patterns. So first of all, I'm going to open the VA. So I'm going to Control A, Control C. I have copied all the data and here I have to make a new workbook. So in that place now I have to paste this XRD data. So now you have to select both of these columns, then right click here and then click on insert. So now what do we have here is we have two more columns. So you have to convert this y into x. So you can set it as x. So now we have x, y, x and y. So now I am going to paste the second XRD data here. So let's just say that this is the second XRD data. I'm going to copy it and I'm going to place it here. So now let's just say that we have to give it a name VC. I have given it the name VC and the second one I have given the name VA. So what I've done is I have just given them the name. So now you have to select both of these. You have to select all the data and then you have to go here and here you have to select stack line by y offset. So after doing that, you can see that both of these XRD patterns have been stacked. But you know that there is some problem. There is much of this errors, there is much of this noise, there is much of this baseline that you have to subtract before doing this. So first of all, let me explain you how you can subtract that. So moving back towards our graph, first of all, what you have to do, you have to just select these two for the first one, and then you have to select all the data in this row and then click on this single line plot and then this data will be plotted. Next thing you have to go to tools and then next thing you have to go to analysis, then you have to go to peak and baseline, go to peak analyzer, go to open dialog and a screen will appear on that. So on this you have to click the subtract baseline and you have to click next. Then you have to click that option, the baseline mode. It should be asymmetric least square smoothing. Then click next, then click next and then click on finish. After doing that, you can see that here on your workbook there will be some further more options that will be subtracted and subtracted from VC and two more options, baseline and subtracted baseline. So what is of your concern is these first two. So now you have to do that same for VA2 for the second XRD pattern. So I'm going to do that same, select both of these, go to analysis. Oh sorry, first of all select both of these. Now go on to this line plot. So here is your second plot of XRD. So for that you have to go again towards analysis, the peak and baseline, peak analyzer. You can use the last use option that will perform the same function that you have just done before. So after doing that, just cross these new graphs. You have to delete it and then again you can delete it and you can delete that previous graph if you want to do. So for that, now what you have to do, you have to click Ctrl plus N. That will form a new workbook. Now in that workbook you have to again add two more columns. You can go to insert and then there will be two more columns. Again convert this y into x, convert this y into x. So this has been changed into x. Now the first one was VC and the second one was VA. So now what you have to do, you have to just copy the subtracted variance. So first of all, copying this subtracted variant of VC. Okay, so you just have to copy this one and place it here. And for the VA, you have to again copy the subtracted variant. Where is the subtracted variant for VA? So here it is the subtracted variant of VA. You have to copy this one, Control C, and then you have to place it here, Control V. Now what you can do, you can select all of this data, go back to this option here, click on stack line by stack line by y offset. So as you can see on the screen, what do we have here? We have both of these two XRD data that are being plotted on the same graph. So this is how you can plot the XRD data on the same graph. Thank you. See you in the next video lecture.